Hey guys, so I recently saw this photo in a video by YouTuber Amine Hamouda, and it really captured me, and I want to talk about it because it's a little weird. If you look at this photo, um, it's a pretty blurry photo, and so it might seem odd that I'm so captivated by this picture. I could say that, oh, it's the colors and whatever, but I don't know that that's it. Even though the colors are very nice, but I don't know that that in and of itself was what captured me. Because you see, I have context. Um, I've seen this video. I've seen what it's about, and I've seen the other pictures that were shot alongside this particular picture, and so I think that's a big part of it is this having the context. So yeah, just to fill you guys in, you guys can certainly go and check out that video yourself. But this YouTuber Amine Hamouda, he was invited by his friend to go to the Sahara Desert, and he got to shoot an event. It was some kind of like festival with the Berber tribe, and it's got like horse racing, and it's just like this. It looks like a very raucous, very colorful, very frenetic, chaotic event. I think he himself described it as chaotic, and so that's what it was, and so it felt, or his collection of photos felt very much like some kind of National Geographic thing, and even his photos, the style of them, felt very National Geographic, because they weren't I feel like they weren't in this sort of very modern style where you like try and maximize dynamic range and capture all like the highlights and channels all together. It has a bit of a crunchy feel to it. Um, you know, it, it he allowed the shadows to go really dark to black, and exposure isn't always necessarily spot on for people and skin color, and it has that kind of sort of vintage National Geographic feel to them, right? Because I haven't seen very many modern National Geographic photos, but I've certainly seen examples of older Nat Geo photos, and shot on sort of older cameras. I mean, they must have been state of the art for their time, but compared to modern cameras, clearly not. So anyway, it has that kind of Nat Geo feel, and of course, the subject matter in and of itself is incredibly interesting, right? Because here I feel like we're getting to see something that was almost not meant for us to see. It's like this culture and people from feels like a different world, a different time. It might as well be from like Arrakis, from the Dune novels, and like the way of dress, and the people, the colors, it just all felt so exotic, and then you see all these people on horseback, and they're racing, and I would describe it as frenetic. I don't think Amin Hamouda used that particular word, but for me, it seems frenetic. There's just a lot of movement and action happening, and I think he captured it beautifully in his photos. And so the particular photo that really captured me, that I wanted to make this video about, was this blurry photo. And so why, in a collection of lots of beautiful photos, what is it about this one that captured me? Well, for me, it seems to be a very honest photo. Like all his other photos were very, very beautiful and well done, and and masterful, but at the same time you feel like those were hand-picked. Those photos, they were so good. They were clearly hand-picked because of their quality. But then, like, this one blurry photo shows a bit of honesty. Like, he really wanted to capture that moment, and it didn't go perfectly. It was a little bit blurry, but it was still, he still showed it to you. And the fact that he did that, I think, again, lends to that feeling of it being very frenetic. If you can if all you showed were perfect photos, it can almost feel at times staged, right? Like people were posed for the photo or something like that. But because of that sort of blurriness, it gives that sense of action, and there's that sort of kernel of honesty, and it's a candid moment. I don't know. I think it's really great. But the thing is, I don't know that I would have loved this photo if not for the context. So I think it's just a very interesting thing about photography that I wanted to talk about. All too often we like to look at photos in isolation, and we look at the sort of technical aspects of that photo, how it was shot, focus and contrast, exposure, whatever, for that one photo, when in fact photos can also be experienced as part of a broader context. I think something that a lot of YouTubers and photographers know about is sort of compositing photos, right? So you don't just show one photo, but you put them side by side and just kind of lend some context. But it's not something that most of us do. Most of us still scroll through photos one at a time, and but yeah, it's important to also explore that art form of compositing a bunch of photos together and giving context, because it can stir up some new emotions. So anyway, that's it. I just wanted to make a video about this one blurry photo that I thought was amazing. Amine Hamouda, clearly a very talented photographer. He also got to shoot in just an incredible subject matter too. So that was great. And he shot it on Fuji cameras, which this is not what this video is about, but like, I'm always surprised that people are able to shoot great photos with Fuji cameras, because I just find that they don't perform very well. Well, I shouldn't say they, because I only have this Fuji X-T200, which is what I'm shooting on right now, and the performance is fairly lackluster. But he didn't shoot on the X-T200. Very few people on YouTube shoot X-T200. He shot the X100V and some other one. I can't remember what it was. But they were both Fuji cameras. I would say go check out his channel, except he only has like 2 videos on his channel, but he already has like 300 some subscribers. So anyway, I guess check him out, but more specifically, check out that video. All right, that's it.